Good morning. I did not get that much great sleep last night. It was a small town around here, had a huge fireworks display last night. You could hear them going off. 20 minutes of like a really strong performance. Couldn't see anything, and it was definitely far off in the distance, like more than 10 miles away, but you could hear it really well. And then some sporadic fireworks continued for the next hour. I don't think stuff started calming down until like 11 o'clock at night. I was finally able to try to get some sleep. A lot of animal critters were visiting me by my tent. I think mainly just deer and like raccoons and stuff. No bears or anything in this area. I slept in a little bit, so it's only 7 o'clock as we're heading out. And I think today we're shooting for around 17 miles. There's supposed to be a shelter or something that I can probably crash at. So that's the goal for today. Well, this trail is certainly wide enough. This little pond out here is the headwaters for Indian Creek. Looks like it might be a little beaver dam out there. Since leaving Luck, mosquitoes have been really bad. I've been wearing the head net. Not as bad as out on the AT though. I was thinking when I was going through there and you're continuously moving north, you kind of, wherever you're at on trail, you kind of pass through mosquito season and maybe you're only in it for like 2 weeks or so. But on this trail, we're kind of moving east and then we move south and kind of loop back around to the north. So I'm wondering how long the mosquito season will last. Who knows? There's more bear tracks. You can see some claws in front of the toes there. He's heading down trail this way. I found a trail log. First one of these. Goob was here, of course, on the 7th. And it looks like there's not many through hikers. People doing sections and stuff, but no through hikers in my immediate vicinity. Oh, the dew on the grasses out here is starting to soak my feet again. My feet were wet all day yesterday. I don't think I mentioned it. Tons more raspberry bushes. I miss the blueberries and the huckleberries up in Washington on the PCT. They were outstanding. Another trailhead parking area. These are the best places to take a sit-down break and get away from the mosquitoes for a little bit. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. We're only about 3 miles in for the day. Alright, done with our break. Time to move on. A little bit of a road walk and then we're back in the woods. Sand Creek segment. Someone's deer stand for hunting, I would guess. There's another little deer setup out there for hunting. It's nice seeing them right on the side of the trail. Hopefully they're not shooting at any hikers. Luckily it's not hunting season. This stupid friggin' grouse just scared the absolute crap out of me. And not in the way that you're thinking. It was charging at me. The way it had its all like its feathers bucked up. I don't even know if we can see it. He's in the trees just here a little bit away. Man, he totally looked like a Wolverine or something charging at me. I was like, what is that? I started yelling at him and freaking out. And then it stopped its charge. And I was like, oh man, it's a grouse. Holy crap. Never seen one do that before. Full attack charge by a grouse. There's a big wide bridge. This is over Sand Creek. About 3 miles from here is another roadside parking area. I think we'll go ahead and take a break there, and we'll just make that our lunch stop. We've been on this backcountry Jeep road for a while. Looks like this is our exit back into some forested trails. This is like the 5th one of these guys today I've seen in the middle of the trail. Dead and looking fresh. Somebody's out here killing all the shrews or something. Here comes the rain. Might have a wet lunch break. We're just about up to the road in our little parking spot rest area. Well, here's our lunch spot. Started the Timberland Hills segment. Currently not raining. We're kind of right in between where some of the rain clouds are drifting by. Might have a nice break while we have lunch here. Well, we only got sprinkled with rain for a little bit, but it's currently cleared back up. We're done with lunch, and I think it's time to get back to it. Looks like in about 2.5 miles is another place where the trail crosses the road and a little spot to chill, so I think we'll take a break there. About 2.5 miles. Big swampy pond area. Looks like there's a beaver home out there in the middle of it. What is the official name of a beaver home? Because they don't necessarily live in the dam itself. They've got these separate home structures. But I don't know if they have a specific name or not. We've been making our way around this pond. There's an older beaver mound right there. Maybe a newer one over this way. Well, this is not a good sign. As you can see, a blaze right there in front of me. We got a swampy pond to the left and a swampy pond to the right. There's no going around this one. It's a little over flooded. I don't know how long this lasts, but I think we're just gonna have to trudge on through it. Well, it looks like we're through it. It's only a couple hundred feet. It was only about 2 or 3 inches deep that we had to suffer through. Could have been way worse. I could have been slogging through knee-deep mud. Who's been trying to eat the power line poles? 7-foot tall beaver. Well, here's our next rest stop area. Looks like there's a privy or something over there. I don't think I need to use it though. Just gonna be resting my feet for a bit. Done with our break. Getting back at it. The clouds are getting darker in different places. I hope we don't get rained on again. But next rest stop is going to be a little over 3 miles, I think. There should be another pull-off alongside a road. I'm hearing some distant thunder rumblings. And it's raining again. Well, with the rain, the mosquitoes are definitely out in full force today. Okay, made it to our break stop. Get a little reprieve from the mosquitoes. Sit out in the middle here in the gravel somewhere. I'm still in this parking lot area, waiting on one more storm to pass through. And there's a little bit of an awning I'm hunkered under, so I'm mostly protected. Once this passes, it's supposed to be totally clear for the rest of the day. Oh, the storm's just passed. Time to get moving. That was the best one yet. There's lots of thunder rumbling, if you can hear that. But we got about 2 miles left. See if we can find this shelter that supposedly is up ahead. Lots of wet grass, swamp to walk through, way too many mosquitoes. And we made it. It's a nice little shelter. Yes, I know it's a major faux pas to set your tent up in the shelter, but nobody else is in this area. I think I'm going to be the only one. Plus, it's not like anybody else is going to be using the floor space for anything. There's some crazy magic at work here because the whole hike in, I was just swarmed by hundreds of mosquitoes. Here's the trail right here. Even where I'm standing right now, 0 mosquitoes. As soon as I showed up, I slung my backpack off, just all the mosquitoes just disappeared. So whatever's going on here, I'll take it. So I think that's going to do it for today. I'm going to get dinner and stuff cooked up, start working on this video, and just enjoy the rest of the evening. It's been kind of crazy with the intermittent rainstorms, but we never got rained on too heavy. We're able to dodge the worst of it, and the only bad thing about any of this is it brought out all the mosquitoes. So I think today was the last rainy day, and it looks like latest forecast shows tomorrow and for the whole next week sunny. So hopefully that dries some things out and it'll calm the mosquitoes down a little bit. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Had a fox visitor this morning. Right as I was starting to get up, came right by the front of the shelter, went into the bushes down by the water, started fishing, splashing around for a little bit, trying to catch fish or frogs or whatever down there. Also had a mouse visitor who was living in the shelter, but he left me alone. I could hear him scurrying around all night though. But today we're looking at like a similar 16 to 18 miles or so, no designated sites to safely camp at, so we'll be stealthing in the woods somewhere. We'll just see what we can find when we get up there eventually. Nice and swampy and wet today. It's supposed to start drying out though. I don't think it's supposed to rain or anything. I think we're passing by a lot of ponds and lakes and stuff today. This section's all backcountry ski trails, if I didn't mention. Well, looks like we're leaving the ski trails. Coming out to a little dirt road. I think we're road walking for like 1.5 miles. Over this way, I think. Oh, another maple syrup production operation. There's those guys that were making all the noise. They're quiet now, though. I've seen a couple of them before, not sure what type of bird they are. Well, it's currently raining. I feel like the weather forecasts are so inaccurate, they may as well just not even do them. 12 hours ago, it was supposed to be a completely clear and sunny day. But we're coming up on Highway 63, and I was just double checking, because I got cell service and stuff, and the little town of Baronet is down the road to the right, only 1 mile, and they've got a little cafe there that should be open. So I think I'm going to drop in there, walk down the road, and see if we can get some good breakfast. A Red Brick Cafe is what we're aiming for. Cars out front and an open sign. Hopefully they will not throw away a stinky hiker. See if we can get some breakfast. Well, that was great. Mom and Pop Cafe. It's always an excellent stop. I think I'm gonna hit up this Cenex gas station and just see if I can top up on a few snacks and things, and then we'll hike back to the trail. All right, I think we're done in town here, and we just got a bit of a walk all the way back up to the trail. And we're back on trail. That was a great little town stop in Baronet. We got food, bathroom break, threw away some trash, and resupplied on some snacks. You could do a full resupply there at that gas station, but you don't really need to. It's only another day and a half until you get to Rice Lake. So we got about another mile, I think, on this road before we get back in some woods. Back in the woods at the Grassy Lake segment. Next rest stop will be 3 miles, I think. Still pushing my way through wet grass, muddy swamps, and millions of mosquitoes. I've seen a couple of deer out here, at least 2 per day, but I can't catch them on film. They run away just a little too quick. Oh, we made it to the next roadside parking lot. Time to take a break from mosquitoes. They're just terrible out here, biting flies and stuff too. Well, I took about an hour break, and I think it's time to get back at it. I heard a bunch of loons calling while I was just chilling there. And Lehman Lake is right around the corner, so that's probably where they're coming from. If we get close enough to the shoreline, I'll keep my eyes out. Maybe we can see a loon up here. That'd be kind of cool. But the next rest stop area is not for 6 miles, which kind of sucks, because that means no stopping, no breaks, just pushing through it and getting attacked by mosquitoes and biting flies continuously for the next 6 miles. Here's Lehman Lake. Maybe some swans or something on the far side. I don't see any loons. There's the loon, I see him. Well, I got rainstorms all around. There's a big one just off my left. I don't know if that one's going to hit me or not. It's producing a couple of lightning strikes. Today was supposed to be the sunny day. Another little beaver home there. This is so much fun right now. Thunderstorms right overhead. Close-in lightning strikes. Here comes the rain. And I'm walking on top of a beaver dam, and I just saw more fresh bear tracks. Man, this trail is awesome. Well, I made it out of the woods up to the Bear Lake segment. Last hour and a half or so was rough, continuous, super heavy downpour, probably the heaviest rain I've ever hiked through. I was already super soaking wet just from going through the beaver pond swamp marshes and bushwhacking through 5-foot high wet grass. So I just kept on hiking, pushed through it. Now I'm totally soaked. Thunderstorms all around. I don't know if this one over here is about to roll over on top of us. I'm hoping the sun comes out so we can get a little dried off. But I am completely soaking wet. I can pitch a tent right here. Distance-wise, I'm fine for getting into Rice Lake tomorrow. I'd like to go a couple more miles. I just don't know what the weather's going to do. I'd hate to get rained on for the next hour again. This is what happens on a 0% chance of rain day. Just take them as they come. This trail's throwing everything at me. Well, I'm staying the night here. I'm still at this trailhead. I got 1 bar of cell service and I was checking the weather. There's another line of storms coming and it's sprinkling rain on me right now. So I just went ahead and said, screw it, we're good enough for the day. I'm gonna set up, hide in the tent. Well, it's a couple hours later. I got some stuff dried out, just hanging it up off my tent, and we're doing okay. So far, all the storms are going around us. There's one really big one really close, but I think we're just on the edge of it. So we're good. If I had hiked on a few more miles, that one probably would have rolled over top of me. But I think we're good for sitting here. I think that's gonna do it. I guess we'll just go ahead and sign off. Once this last bit of weather passes, it's supposed to be fine tonight. Closer to sunset, clear skies, sunny all day tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.